I'll try and get this truck started so I can go across the road and get some firewood. Neighbor had a tree cut down. Luckily it's close because this thing probably wouldn't go too far. And don't tell me the battery's dead. Well, I gotta find a battery. Oh, I got another battery hooked up. I got a gear. Come on. Might kill this battery. I just had this started not that long ago. There we go. Alright, the old truck is running. Had to adjust the points a little bit, clean the points. Now I'm going to raise this bed. Yep, it's low. I'm trying to figure out how I can make a choke cable work on this thing. Well, heck, that wasn't even tight. I had it kind of set up here once, but it rubs the bottom of the air cleaner and it's just not working. Oh, if I can flip that over. Yeah. I might try that. $5 junkyard carburetor. That's what you get for $5, I guess. Junk. I just need to make me a bracket. I think I'll come off that bolt where the coil is, make a bracket that'll hold the cable. somewhere right in there. Just need to fabricate something there to hold that. You know, I managed to cobble up something. See if it'll work. Cut this way down. Now let's see if it works. Close it. Alright, that's a lot better. Put all the junk away. Now, we'll see if it'll start. All right, so it's the next day. Camera battery died last night and I didn't realize it. But talk a little bit about this truck. I did get the exhaust put back on, kind of, sort of. I need to go get a clamp and a strap. I think that's part of the problem why it fell off, was it just had a hard, it didn't have a rubber strap, and that downpipe is really rusty. It did have a big these boards went up really high, and I think they was hauling livestock in the back of it at some point in time, because it had like livestock gates on the back of it. But the last tag that was on it was 1994. All four wheels, brakes were locked up. The engine had no compression. I did kind of a in the truck rebuild. Basically, I just pulled the heads intake, pulled the pistons, put new rings in it, and put it back together. And it's wore out. The engine that's in this is the 318A block, and it's out of a car. I'm not sure what car it came out of, but it's a 1965 318. So I'd like to get that changed and put an LA engine back in it. But other than that, it has served its purpose well, and it looks really rough. The frame is pretty much immaculate on this thing. The body it's rough, and you can see I screwed a whole bunch of license plates to it, trying to just hold it together on the driver's side and the passenger side. I've had the fuel tank out several times. It had some rust in it. I've never been able to get it clean enough where it doesn't plug filters. Not sure what I'm going to do with that going forward. I would like to get this thing in the condition where I could drive it a little bit more, even though I'm not really going to drive it very far. But it has tags and insurance on it, and it just sits here all the time and never leaves the property. So if I'm going to spend the money on tags and insurance, I'd like to at least get it where I can drive it some. I'd like to eventually change. I'd like to find some different wheels. These are 16.5s, and it's really hard to find 16.5 tires anymore. But these back tires are the tires that was on it, and they were completely flat and had creases in them and dry rotted. And so I'd like to get, I think what I'm going to end up doing is changing the whole rear axle out, because you cannot buy brake shoes for this axle anymore. So I'd like to switch that over to something else. It's really nice to load it up with firewood and just dump it right where you need it. But I figured I'd talk about that a little bit, since I don't know, this video is going to be kind of mixed up because it's over like 2 or 3 days doing different things. But I'll put it all together and see if I can make some kind of sense out of it. But anyhow, thanks for watching.